Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to your first playthrough. So, I'm just gonna quickly and cheaply outfit these last couple mechs. So we got these two, and then the stealth, I'm kinda just gonna leave in its less than great state, because it's probably gonna get dropped before too long anyway. But the Warhammer and the Vulture will be around for quite a while. Let's start with the Warhammer. That way I can remember to knock out all the things, and also because Omnimix, you can just kind of plug and play with whatever. So, I need to remember to bump that down. We're going to max that anyway. And bump this up a bit, because it was doing the weird armor thing. And it was the head as well. I don't think center torso. Actually, you know what? Just to make sure that I don't show up and then have to spend a day. Okay, so it's both side torsos in the back, head, and then the entire right side of the mech. Got it. Alright, so we're definitely bumping those up. And then maxing that out. Bumping that down by 1 so that it goes away, down by 1 so it goes away, down by 1 so it goes away. And then maxing that just because we want a bunch of front armor. Alright. Probably leave it like that for now. Okay. So right now what we have is a 280 core, which lets us go 4-6. A Streak 6 clan, which is cool. Clanning our medium, so let's do that. Let's just stick with what we've got already and see if we've got another. No, we do not have another clan streak. So that's 100 shots. It's a little bit overkill for just the one clan streak that we have. So maybe we. Then again, it's not that much overkill. So 10 rounds is 60. So it's like 16 rounds. Yeah, 16, 17 rounds. It's too much. I mean, it's not too much, but it's like, it's more than enough, but at the same time, half a ton wouldn't be enough, so it's fine. We'll just leave it. That also has a range of 480. The Clanning our medium, on the other hand, has a range of 540, so that's what we're working with right now. We already have a clan heatsink kit. We already have a couple clan heatsinks all around. I'm going to drop the APOD. Like, yes, they can be helpful when there is battle armor. But, So, I mean, we could actually continue with the streaks. And just have an Inner Sphere Streak 6. Sure. And also overkill on that ammo. Then again, just because we would be spending an extra ton on ammo that we don't really need. So let's focus on the lasers first. We have this medium improved heavy, which is kind of cool, but it's also shorter range. We have the X pulses, which are cool, but shorter range. If I make him faster, if I get... Ooh, actually, hold on. We do have a mask sitting around, right? Okay, okay. So with that, we could make it 4-8. 4-8 is pretty quick. We could also take off the Clan Indo and replace it with Indo, the TSM, Indo TSM, or the... Is it Indo TSM? Hybrid TSM. So we'd lose tonnage, but we'd gain the ability to toggle it on for an extra 30-meter walk distance, which then also gets multiplied by 2 if we have the mask on. Oh, no, that's right. Never mind. Never mind. Because this is TSM, and TSM and mask are not compatible. It's Supercharger that you can do that with, but not mask. But I do like the idea of the mask. Falcon Pure Heat we're probably keeping. Exchanger Double Plus sounds good. Maybe even the Heat Bank. I don't know yet. And then to use the Falcon Pure Heat, grab a Clan Advanced Targeting Computer. So offensive push is going to be much more accurate. And if we have a whole lot of lasers, also streaks have a pretty... No, it's not streaks that have the clustering. Never mind. Streaks are just if they either hit or don't. I mean, we could just go with Clan ER mediums and regular ER mediums, medium diverse optics. I mean, I do like my medium laser builds. But if we're running the mask, we could also run the medium X pulses. It's pretty fun. Oh, medium X pulses don't have damage fall off anymore. That's right. Forgot about that. And actually... I mean, yeah, they're shorter range, but... they're more accurate, and... oh, it's never mind, it's 2 tons. Yeah, no. The ER medium clan is still, like, the best per ton. I could also run the medium improved heavy. If we're running the medium X pulses, we want to get within 360 anyway. And with the mask, we should be able to. And then... we have 2 support hard points, a missile hard point, and then we're going to need a lot of heat sinks. First of all, gyro. Dreadnought gyro sounds good. Give us a little bit of damage reduction. Give us bulwark if we're in woods or whatever. And then some Clan Pharaoh. Actually, if we're going the laser build, nah, we're not going to go the laser build. We're still going to go a hot build, but we're not going the laser build. The streaks I'll leave for now. But we have a lot of tonnage now. So, we should totally do what Warhammers are best at. Especially since, if we're getting in close with the mask... boom. Heavy PPC risk. And... heavy PPC plus capacitor pirate. Okay. Yeah, that's using up tonnage. And what's crazy is that's not even that hot. So we could still do something like medium X pulses. Not that many though. But yeah, we're getting in close pretty quickly. So optimal range 360, we start doing 90 damage. Yeah, this is fun. So recoil of 2. I mean, we might as well just do it the good old Warhammer way. Just toss heavy PPCs on the arms, have some backup weapons. Life is good. Yeah, we have a engine heatsink +1, and then clan double, 70.34. So our heat efficiency is a heat delta of 10. Again, the Streak 6 only generates heat if it hits, which means if it doesn't, we're sinking 2 heat per turn. And we do still have the option of a heat bank or advanced optics. I think I like advanced optics better. If the build is just too hot, we can always go in and swap out the advanced optics for a heat bank. Maybe swap the medium X pulses for something a little bit cooler. But I like this double heavy PPC. It's nice. It's a fun build. Max 720, max 720. Both of them have no minimum range. Oh yeah. And just like that, 11 days, 330,000, 338,000-ish, whatever. Yeah. And then obviously we can come in and finish putting the armor back up. But how are we going to save the 0.34 tons? How are we going to save 0.34 tons? If we had 2 slots... Oh, we don't have any electronic warfare. Okay. So I know what that last slot's going to. That. Air 12 sheath beacon. So once we get close, then we can EWS ping. So that's fun. And then 0.34. 0.34. So 70, 140, 280. That's the cutoff. 280 is the cutoff for 4.6. So we can't mess with that. I mean, I could just strip off some armor. Or we could look at a different option here. Instead of 4 tons, spending 3.5. Actually, you know what? This is a good mixed mid to long range build, actually. Hold on. So yeah, damage fall off, sure. But it still is able to reach out and touch people at 720 meters. Like, this still does 60 damage. And this still does 45 damage at 720 meters. So we can do LRM clan. Oh wow, they're each 10 heat. Oof. And they're actually heavier than the streaks. Okay, that's fine. We drop the medium X pulses and we bring back... Actually, these are probably hotter, now that I think about it. Yeah, those are probably hotter. But anyway, we need ammo. So we bring a bin of clan LRM ammo. And that's... Oh, that's only for 1. Never mind. That's too much. Okay. What do we do? We got the heavy PVCs. I like the heavy PVCs. We're keeping them. But what do we do for either additional energy or additional missile? Streak MRM. That's an option. That's a fun option. Okay, if we max armor, and then we bump... Oh, right. Anyway. So, that. But then we also want to bump that down. Those we maxed out. Bump this one down, bump this one down because of that weird thing that it did. Oh, yeah, these are adjusted as well. Okay, so now it should fix all of the armor issue. And then we've got MRM improved. And that is 24 Alpha Strikes. Oh no, that's a Streak MRM. Ah, we don't have Streak MRM ammo. Okay. We could go with a Thunderbolt. Just add in a Thunderbolt. Like, I would love to do an enhanced LRM, but they're just too heavy. They're just too heavy. I mean, we could go with the Clan 10s if we don't have lasers. Actually, is that better? I think that's better. Or we could just go with an enhanced 10. Just one enhanced 10 instead of the other stuff we were doing with everything. And with one enhanced 10, we only need one bin of ammo. And then once we finish repairing, we just go in and tap up the 3. Yeah. I like this build. Let's put the enhanced 10 on the same site as the ammo. So it's only 70 damage instead of the 60 the streak did and the, 30 the lasers would have done. But it's long range. We can start doing damage at long range as we close with the enemy and then do more damage. Alternatively, I could also drop the mask at some point to change things around. And actually, we're way overcooling now. Unless the heavy PPC with capacitors 50 heat is not including the capacitor. You know what? I'm fine overcooling until I see exactly how that works. Because I haven't actually run the heavy PPC with capacitor, I don't think. Or at least when I did, I didn't pay attention to it. It does say it has alternative firing modes, so... yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure it's just going to be a matter of going and messing with it, changing the firing mode. But if it is a standard PPC capacitor, then that's going to be an extra 25 damage for 30 heat. We'll see. And yeah, other than that, I mean, if we move this heat sink, yeah, it goes up to 14 days. So we're going to just leave that where it was. We could also, add in more battle computers or whatever. But for now, just doing a quick, dirty little build. Oh, the piloting A and B we weren't able to put into the D&I cockpit, right? Or did I just completely goof and miss it? I probably just completely goofed and missed it. I'll hold on to them until we finish building. But yeah, that's it. I can't think of anywhere else where I'd want to put the Air 12 sheath beacon, so this is fine. This is completely fine. We got some damage reduction. We got plenty of damage output at various ranges. No minimum range on anything, so we can also get up close and brawlery with him. We could replace the mask with 3.5 battle computers. But, I don't really have good battle computers for PPCs, so it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright. Yeah, that went much quicker than the other builds. Alright, Vulture. Is there anything I need to do with the Vulture? No. The only thing I need to do to make it droppable is give it a Clan Devil Heatsink Kit. Which I have 4. And now with that, all of a sudden, I can literally drop it as is. Did it do the weird armor thing? No. It is showing armor everywhere. Okay. So yeah, I think we just make it droppable. And then leave it at that. And we could also drop some of this ATM ammo. Because with the 12, we don't need 6 bins. And we don't have another 12 to... yeah, another ATM 12 would be nice, but also actually does the... oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess I used my Artemis 5 somewhere in the last 2 episodes. There's been a lot of building, so yeah. We have a heat delta of 8. Which, okay. Yeah, So each one of these is 60, which means each bin of ammo is 5 shots. So we don't need 6 bins of ammo at all. I'm going to actually shift that to the right arm. And I'm going to just quickly throw on... I mean, Exchanger Plus is probably plenty, right? Yeah. Now we have a heat delta of -8. We got 12.5 tons. So... ATM 12's base range is 600. The ER range increases it by 90%, so it's over 1,000. But it takes, 3 damage away from each missile. But that's fine. That's still an enhanced LRM. Basically an enhanced LRM 12 with the ER missiles. And then high explosive, yeah. It's good at all ranges. So we would definitely want another thing that's good at all ranges. And I could honestly see a world where I just drop in an ER PPC and some heat sinks. Because we have several. Well, actually now we're down to 2 because we've used so many PPCs in these builds. What can I say? I like PPCs. But yeah, and then just fill up on heat sinks. A complete no-thought build. And we have a heat delta of 8. I mean... Nah, we're gonna drop the PPC. I want some electronic warfare in here, obviously. Need some kind of electronic warfare. And that's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. So I'll give it a Clan Guardian ECM. So it can run in amongst the enemies, fire its high explosive ATM ammo into their backs, hopefully. Also, it's got a random little micro pulse laser. That's an idea. That's an idea. Don't we have some other, little micro pulse lasers and things? Yeah, we've got 2 other micro pulse lasers. Just for when it gets in close. Is this where we put the X pulses? .22 heat too much. .16 heat. And at this point, it's turning into an actual full build. I think I'm seriously just gonna keep the left side as a shield side. And if we lose the ATM ammo, and all we have is high explosive and ER, this makes it so that the ER increases the range brackets by 90%. So the minimum range goes out to like almost 200 or almost 240 actually. It's like 220 or something like that. And then the high explosive brings all the ranges in 50%. So the max range is 300. So basically we could just toggle between high explosive and ER. So the ATM, the regular ATM ammo kind of just isn't that important. I mean, it's good. It's good to have all 3. But if we lose, the ATM ammo bin, it's fine. Yeah, I think this is basically a build. Got a Guardian ECM. I could also just replace the X pulses with Clan ER medium lasers, and then more heat sinks. Oh, we actually could get another medium improved heavy in here. Okay. Clanny our medium. And at this point, we need 1 heatsink. So we'll add that 1 heatsink. And then if we add another Clanny our medium, we'll need... Yeah, we'll be able to do it. So, Clanny our mediums, medium improved heavies, and ATMs. And then just heatsinks. That's actually enough, so we actually have a ton if we want to put a probe on. Like, he had to be heat neutral, we would need another heatsink. Actually, we could just run this as an easy eject mech. If things look bad, we can just punch out, no problem. No cockpit components at all. Heat neutral. Respectable damage, respectable speed, nothing too fancy. If this thing completely explodes, we're not actually risking basically anything except for the clan heatsink kit, a bunch of clan heatsinks, which we have plenty more of, and some lasers. The ATM-12 is literally the most valuable thing other than the chassis itself. But yeah, cool. Alright, that's that. So now that all the builds are done in a nice little 26-minute, cheap, thrown-together build. We don't have anything in this... Yeah, we don't have anything in storage to build. Okay. So now we're going to finish traveling. Oh, wait. I should have looked at all the builds, because we're not going to finish everything before we arrive. Pause. Okay. We got 3 days. Oh, we got 3 days. Well, Vulture obviously gets bumped to the top. Marauder is obviously to the top. And the Dragon Slayer only has 5 days before it's ready, question mark. I think it's ready after we finish it. And then the others are just going to take time. So yeah, let's go ahead and arrive. And Argo, drop bay 3. We've arrived. We're going to hold off on the mission that we traveled for a moment, because that's a thing you can do. If we just bail on it, we lose rep with our with the faction that we're working for. But that is an option. We have 3 million C-bills we need. We got 1 million. But let's go ahead and take a glance at the store. See if there's anything terribly handheld MML7. Interesting. Interesting. Has 70 shots per firing mode, so you could fire it 10 times as an LRM and then 10 times as an SRM. Interesting. Alright, there's a blue shield armor system, just, you know, for sale, casually. That's nice. Obviously, we don't have money. I'm just looking to see if there's anything... No, there's nothing that really, like, informs any of my build ideas. Except having another blue shield would be pretty cool. They are nice. Especially if you got the heat for them on a really cool build. Alright. So, now that I've done that, check the hiring hall. Aramaki, hey. He's a good tanker. Gladiator. Lucky Gladiator. Instant hire. Yep. Alright. And then we've got Rafer, who is a tanker that is Military Reckless Gladiator Brave. I'll take him. And then Vanilla, Vanilla, and Vanilla. So none of them are worth it. Engineering. Right. I was going to look for 2 morale. 2 morale. There we go. And it's only 165,000. Cool. Alright, so literally that will be finished when the financial report ticks over. So we'll just go normal, and then 4 days later we'll have... I think 40 is enough. Yeah. 40 is just enough to have the maxed out 5 base resolve per round. So at that point, we won't need to go extravagant for morale basically ever again. Anyway. Also, is there going to be a flare up here? No. Right. There's that. Lost Tech. It's only taking us 24 days to get there. It's in the direction we want to go, and it expires in 164. We're doing it. We're going to go do a flashpoint after we're done on this planet. But for now, we've got some missions to attend to. Including the travel contract. Yes, this travel contract. Okay, so we can see the map. Oh, okay, it's this one. So we've got water in the middle with a little island. Shallow water runs up to both sides. And then there's deep water as well. So this is a great map for hover tanks. And then there's the ridge line and the ridge line. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So casual 5.5 skull mission. No big deal. And like I said, this is going to be great for hover tanks. Let's just drop everything. That's right, I have it clear. Okay. So, starting with vehicles. I definitely want my Nidhogs. Without a doubt, I want my Nidhogs. I think even the Fujin. And then hover tanks, because hover tanks do not care about the water at all. Just skim right over it. And then we're going to bring 4 mechs. Maximum 400 tons. Just out of curiosity. So that's already 465 if we bring our 4 lightest mechs. Yeah, so some special missions have that lowered limitation. But I think we're literally better off bringing the hover tanks than we are the mechs that are going to get slowed down. Actually, the line holder might be a good candidate here. It's slow, so it doesn't really care about being slowed down by the water. And it's got a bunch of really long range. Stormcrow does care about being slowed down by the water. Actually, all of our mechs kind of care about being slowed down by the water, except our Marauder. That brings us to 395 tons, and the Marauder can sit way, way back, and it can sit in the water to be even cooler. So this will be a great chance to really test the cooling with the capacitors and everything. All right, who's gonna pilot it? Sarge is definitely going to stick to the... Then again, having the Disgraced is just a little extra bit of insurance. Just a little extra. Because it's got the extra 1 ECM shield. It's got the extra minus 5% sensor and visual. So we shouldn't be able to get shot at while we figure out if the build is actually going to work as expected. We'll worry about who actually, long-term pilots it later. But for now, we'll just have Sarge in it. Just for now. Scion, I think we're going to put into the Angerboda once it's ready. She's lucky. Military. Assassin. Assassin doesn't really like splashy things. We'll think about it. Anyway, line holder. Jelly Roll's a good candidate just because he brings the Lance Resolve generation. So we'll be able to really test out the offensive push capabilities of the Marauder. And then Ooh, actually, hold on. Jam Chance Multiplier applies to... Jam Chance Multiplier applies to Misfire. This actually is the perfect mech for our commander. Like, nothing cares about piloting. Nothing at all cares about piloting. All we care about is gunnery, which she has 9 of, tactics, which she has 8 of, and then she has warlord, and she has assassin. Now, obviously, it's not the best mech for bandit, but, yeah, I think that's the play. Unless somebody else is, like, you know what, I'll run the commander, and if they are able to land shots on us, then I can try finding somebody else who is also disgraced. But I think Sarge, because of just how we skilled her out, definitely wants to be in the vulture we made. Actually, we could run the vulture instead of the line holder, but that kind of relies on us getting close. So I'd rather just tank shots with the line holder. Now then, first things first. We have Gisela, who we're going to drop in the Incognito, I think. Then we have Rusalka. I think we're going to drop Rusalka. We're going to start dropping Rusalka in the LAC 10. Because the extra 1 evasion when I don't have stealth is kind of valuable. Tainted Loki, I think I'm going to put in the Fujin. He's been in it plenty of time. Oh, no, that's right. He also was in the... Who was in the Sizen? Ah, McWraith. Yeah, McWraith was in the Sizen. Alright. Then we can just kind of toss whoever. So we'll toss Dozer in the Maxim. Yeah, I think we're going to drop Freitas in the Condor and Dozer in the Maxim. I think that's how we're going to do it. So we're getting some experience on 2 of our rookies. It's a remnant of an enemy company. It's max 400 tons, which usually means the enemies themselves are going to be either restricted to a single lance or lower value than normal for the mission type. And even though it says 3.5, our value our value is a lot higher because of the mission we're dropping on with the water everywhere, the mobility that we have, the evasion that we have, and the mechs that we're bringing. One of them is a super stealth sniper, and the other one is just stand behind rock and lob things indirectly if necessary. So as long as we play it tactically correct, I think this is going to be an easy time. Alright, so these limited tonnage drops tend to be on the easier side for the difficulty. So the 5.5 skull difficulty probably not going to be as scary as the 2.5 skull blackout that we did against the locals. But yeah, we got rain going, so actually a perfect test for our Marauders, since that will actually reduce the heat or increase the cooling a bit. And I think Lowlands is heat neutral as far as, like, whatever. And this is not the map that I was thinking. Yeah, so first of all, worth noting, the Yeah, the map that it showed is the entire potential battlefield, not the specific section you're dropping in. So that's good to know. And that also means that we are fighting for this hilltop. And it's got trees and everything. So our hover tanks are not going to do well. Uh-oh. Okay, so we can only drop in this little section and in this corner over here. So based on how close we can drop here and here and here, but we can't drop in this corner, I think that means there's reinforcements or secondary lance. Which is kind of good because it means the 5.5 skull difficulty reduced by the 400-ton drop limit is going to be split between two lances, and we can fight for the high ground here and then possibly have high ground on the rest of them. But it's also kind of bad because that's 8 enemies, and I did not bring the strongest. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully the Marauder carries its weight. How are my hover tanks going to take this approach, though? That's the tricky part. So hover tanks go slow over rough terrain. Hover tanks go slow in forests. Hover tanks go slow over elevations. So 3 of our units that we are primarily relying on evasion, not gonna really be able to get that much evasion. Unless I, like, swing through this little valley here, or if I can get to this one over here and approach them quickly. Yeah. Okay. I think what I do is I drop in this corner over here. So those are the mechs, and then actually I think we need to drop, like, the mechs on the slope. That way we can drop our 3 hover tanks. Yeah, like that. And then the VTOLs over here. Something like that, I think. I think that probably is fine. And starting off immediately in combat with a Banshee. Okay. There's a longbow, a pirate longbow. Oh no, is that the Jormungand? And an Atlas. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it is just this lance, because if that's a Jormungand, and that's a Atlas 7A, and that's a Banshee 3E. Ooh. Okay, I can't get close enough to EWS ping. So I think I try to break line. I can't break line of sight. Alright. In that case, I just swing back here so that only the Banshee has line of sight.
Roger that.
I mean, hopefully with the rain and the stealth, we'll have... the Yorm also has line of sight. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we survive the first shooting round. But they all have very high initiative. Like, very high initiative. So I imagine there's probably a command mech somewhere with a command Oh, no. A Xanthos? Oh, okay. We have good sensor information. So we see it is just an inner sphere Xanthos, but that's a 100-tonner, just like the Atlas. AC-10, small lasers, medium lasers, large laser, PPC, SRM-10. So we kind of want to keep our distance from that one. The longbow, I'm pretty sure it's the Jormungand. Atlas, AC-5, probably 2 medium lasers, an LRM-10, and 30 SRMs. So if we get too close to that Atlas, that's 300 damage Alpha Strike from just the SRMs. Alright, and then the Banshee... Okay, it's not the Banshee I thought it was, it's just the PPC, small laser, and AC-5.
Hey there.
Alright. We're gonna move and brace. Yeah, we're gonna just move and brace.
On the
Take
move.
it nice and steady. Try to control line of sight as much as possible. Oh god, no. Okay, never mind. That's the That's the Santos. Okay. Ah, it's a quad. Yeah. I thought I saw something else. It was not. It's fine.
Good to go.
Okay, so we can get 6 evasion if we sprint. We can get 4 evasion if we move. I'm kind of tempted to move and brace here to see how hard it is for them to see me. So they all 3 have line of sight to me.
Commander.
We'll see if they can see me. Here we go. The Condor. 7 evasion. We're gonna try to swing around the rough terrain.
Good to go.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can actually make use of our hover tanks.
I'm here.
Nidhogg. I really don't want to fly straight at the crazy SRM boats, but I also can't just ignore the longbow. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
Receiving you.
Okay, the Sizen. Beautiful. We can actually get a full 10 evasion already. Love to see it. Gisela. She's not stealth. So...
Pulling off.
Yeah, they all have 20-something initiative.
Waiting for orders.
I'm dealing with like 15. Alright.
Okay. Throttle
First shooting round. Here we go. Okay, so there's definitely a hover tank. Yeah, there's another lance. There's 2 lances. Okay. Cool. Cool. So I heard a hover tank. They definitely have a hover tank. Stealth pirate longbow. This is going to be terrifying. Or not. 6? It only shot 6 missiles, and it overheated that much? What?
standing by.
Okay. Move for 12. Shoot the Banshee in the back, as we do.
All weapons, go.
Maybe he turns around to shoot at the Sizen. Here comes the Atlas. Alright. Only able to shoot its LRM from that range. Beautiful. We need to keep it at arm's distance.
Orders.
Like, 100% we do not want to get close to that thing. So much so that I'm kind of tempted to... Can I get in its side? Actually, you know what? If I have a good shot on the longbow, I'm going to take it. Even if I have a better shot on the Atlas. Okay. Wait. It shot 6 missiles. It's overheating. 2 of its missile weapons are jammed? I'm so confused as to what's going on right here. But, yeah, never mind. If half of its missile weapons are jammed, I'm going to take the Atlas as my target. Because that's a lot of SRMs. And I didn't see any AMS. Indeed, there is no AMS. Beautiful. So yeah. All of our long range...
Heads up, Commander. We've got hostile contacts inbound.
What is that? Ontos. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of things we need to just keep our distance from. Condor, I'm going to wait till he acts, actually. I should have looked to see if anyone else was acting at the same time. Okay, stray shot. Love it.
Careful. You don't want to scratch the paint.
Love the random stray PPC. But he
Receiving.
did move there. And now we can shoot him in the back. And maybe get something done. Maybe.
Acknowledge.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the hover tanks to kill the Banshee.
Yes, Commander.
Meanwhile, the VTOLs and the mechs, I'm gonna focus the Atlas. And I'm gonna just go all in with everything. Just everything.
Roger.
The sooner that those SRMs are off the board, the happier I'll be. He is unsteady, which is perfect for us to follow up
Got multiple weapons.
with our PPC. Okay, we cannot get into his back there. So actually, 12 evasion and getting some heat on the longbow. That sounds fun. Oh, I see a VTOL over there. I didn't see what it was, but I saw a VTOL over there.
Die.
Have some heat.
Commander?
Alright, line holder. The Atlas is almost open.
Location confirmed.
So,
On it.
let's try to open him the rest of the way. Alright, engine crit. And
That's gonna
then,
leave a mark.
What can I
here
do
we
for you?
go. The first shot with our new shiny Marauder. Those are hit chances I love to see.
Got it.
And the mines were mostly to try to get the longbow to not move. And then I just realized that he's so hot he probably can't move. Oh. Units sink an additional 8 heat per turn. Huh. Yeah, and the biome has no effect. So this is actually with 8 extra cooling per turn. I mean, I could turn off the stealth. Or I could just stick to just base PPCs. Or I could just cycle through the PPCs. Yeah.
Take this.
Yeah, I didn't need a 100 damage pinpoint.
There,
Okay,
you're
so the cooling does need more attention. Based on my quick and dirty math in the mech lab, it shouldn't be that bad, but apparently it is. So, oops,
on my way. Double time.
oops, and sure, maybe we get a head hit.
Firing.
Gave him 12 heat. Caught his forest on fire.
Let's go.
Alright. Turn 23, and then turn 22 is the longbow. Ah, it's a Nidhogg bomber. Okay. Okay, so he is now sinking his heat. Alright. Yeah. He only got 2 evasion though, so I think something, whether it's the mines or the heat or a combination of the two, he didn't move very far, and that was kind of the goal. So we can move for 11 and shoot him in the face, or we can sprint for 12. And no, we're just gonna move for 11. And actually, since he's being weird with, like, jamming his weapons and stuff, maybe I don't rush to kill him, and I just shoot him with the Gauss. I think that's the play.
Affirmative.
Just shoot him with the Gauss. Alright. Turn 19... Oh, the Banshee. Okay. This is the last shot he's gonna get, though. So... Lionholder soaked it like a champ.
Orders.
And now we just deal with this whole minimum distance thing. Right there's beautiful.
Good to go.
And now we go all in with the machine guns. And maybe get a kill.
Copy that.
No. Alright.
Yep.
We'll have to dedicate a little bit extra damage to it then. Yeah. Keep the 3 stealth charges.
Location.
You shoot him in the face with the Gauss rifle. Okay. Or not. That works too. Ah, the Xanthos is finally about to take the hill. Oh, he's completely unjammed. Yeah. We definitely want to kill him here. So... I want to make sure I'm not lining up for stray shots. But...
Coordinates received.
I also want to stay in the forest, so... This sounds good. Alright, so we can basically fire twice with capacitor. What about if we... Okay, we're still generating heat just firing the 2 ER PPCs with capacitors. So, we are going to need... Yeah, we're probably going to be dropping the ER PPC here and replacing it with some other kind of support weapons. But this is the primary thing that we've built this mech to do. Yep, that.
Mechwarriors, it's
Ready for orders.
It's not as, you know, juicy as hitting him with 300 damage pinpoints.
Heading
But I'll take what I can get. And yeah.
Here comes the show.
Gotta say, this longbow is definitely soaking damage like a champ, though. Like, wow. Yeah, it doesn't help that we're going all over the place, but...
Ready for orders.
I would like the Maxim to go first, but
Standing
I don't
by.
want to build up the hesitation. Also, minimum distance is a thing. Wow, minimum distance is quite a thing. Alright, it's fine. Okay, we hit with the streak. Beautiful.
Hit 'em hard.
Beautiful.
Mech destroyed.
Alright,
Hey.
continuing on. And doesn't matter if we get in close if we heat them up real good. If we heat them up real
Oh,
good.
boy, here we go.
Yeah, I think the Nidhogg is the next primary target. Yeah, just hit him with all the heat.
Engaging.
Thunderbolt 30 pirate crit. Okay,
All out
got it.
short-range missiles.
So he's running probably pirate MMLs, which resulted in... Actually, I don't want to go that far. There, I think. Oh, wait. Can we get 12? No. We can't get 12 and optimal range. But we can get 11 in optimal range, so we'll do that.
Copy that.
And the hit chance should get better once we have line of sight. Alright. So, beautiful. Yeah, that is exactly what I needed.
Firing full complement.
And there we go.
Let's hit them.
So that was
hard.
definitely not the Jormungand. That was just some random weird pirate
Fired up. There's
mech.
work to do.
Okay. So, again, the Xanthos, if I remember correctly, we want to stay away from. And this Nidhogg Bomber, we definitely want our ground units to stay away from. Ow. Ow. Luckily, Nidhoggs have armor, so Nidhogg versus Nidhogg, we're
Waiting on you,
fine.
Commander.
Do I get out of the forest here? Just to get a slightly better shot and start pivoting towards the other forest. And yeah, our heat's starting to slow us down, so... Yeah, I think we start shifting from that forest to the closer forest, and we turn the PPC capacitors off, and sink a good bit of heat. Yeah, okay. So we need to replace the ERPPC with something that's less whatever and cooling. Because being able to switch the PPC capacitors on and off based on hit chance, based on heat, that's fine. The problem comes in whenever it's, you know, we're
Let's go.
I mean, I guess if I want to go overheat, I could just go all in, and then if we shut down or if we just don't shoot the next turn, we'll drop all of our heat. Because we do have enough cooling to completely cool down from overheating just in one turn. I mean, I'm not thrilled about the Sizen not having a great hit chance, but at the same time, if we do hit...
Roger.
We didn't.
No.
You know, I should probably use
Target missed.
offensive push with one of these low accuracy shots to try to have initiative on him next round. But then again, he has that much evasion just because he moved so far.
What do you need?
So maybe the next round... Maybe the next round I'll be able to EWS ping him after he moves. That's an idea.
Copy that.
That's an idea. Let him come in closer again. And then EWS ping him if able.
Copy that.
Unfortunate. But he only has so many flares.
Damage. LRMs are out.
He only has so many flares. And I kind of want the flares to be gone before I launch the arrow at him. The air-to-air arrow. Or, alternatively, if I fire 20 MRMs with the anti-air arrow, maybe it doesn't get intercepted. And again, I think I need to keep my distance from the Xanthos. Yeah, it's got SRM 10. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this.
Roger that.
Which should also let us see the rest of... Oh, it's a Black Knight. Yep. Luckily, one of his large X pulses is destroyed. That's about it. And then a Rack 2 Risk Mauler with double ERPPC and double SRM 10. Oh boy. And then we've got the Ontos back there that we already spotted. Yeah, we got problems.
Copy.
Okay, the anti-air arrow did hit, along with some of the MRMs, so that's good.
All out of LRM.
But,
What's up, boss?
yeah. Definitely not an ideal situation.
Copy that.
This is definitely the offensive push. Oh, no, that's right. Never mind. We're going to wait to offensive push until next round, where we can hopefully EWS ping him.
Commander.
I think the Condor is actually probably best off just, like, kind of chilling and waiting for an opportunity to crest the ridge line. it's a very short-range vehicle, and we don't really want to get close to anything we see over there quite yet. Okay, so we can get in the side if we want to shoot straight past our other Nidhogg, which I'm not entirely opposed to, if we have a good enough hit chance. Which does not look like we're going to. So... I mean, 44.7 is pretty good. 11 evasion's pretty good.
Moving out.
So, yeah. We're gonna do that.
Target
Nope.
confirmed.
Alright. It's fine.
Commander.
The Maxim also is gonna kind of just hang back. I will shoot the LRM, though.
Roger.
That's handy. LRM and tag.
Roger that.
Is he already out of flares, or did they just already fire as many times as they could in one round?
I hear ya.
Yeah, my hit chance is garbage. I'm actually gonna reserve. Tainted Loki is turn 19, and I think he has Sensor Lock as well. So I might be able to double Sensor Lock this thing. Okay. PPC and a bomb. A bomb that did quite a bit of damage. I think I saw a 50. But it's on the Maxim, so that's fine. And we still have a very bad hit chance. So, yeah. Reserving for the Fujin.
Uh-huh.
Time for the 30-ton VTOL to be the hero. Misses. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Yeah, we need to get away from that flank pretty quickly. Ow. Okay, so that looks like it's a PPC
I just realized.
that also has
Sitting on the
a
fusion reactor.
PPC that also has a
Commander.
capacitor. I mean, this will prevent it. Like, this isn't going to be impactful anyway, but I can fly in like this, give it a target for 1, and for 2, offensive push it. To start the process of, we've barely tickled it. Except apparently we hit the rotor. But just to start the process of reducing its initiative in case we don't kill it this round.
No joy.
Good to go.
Okay. So, the EWS ping range is the thing I need to pay attention to here. Which means I am indeed sprinting. Which means I'm going to have less stealth charges. But it's fine. Okay.
Alright.
Fly in like that. And we sensor lock. And he gets -2 evasion. Beautiful. And then we EWS ping. And he gets another -2 evasion. And now he dies. And now he just dies. Xanthos has now crested the ridge. But he's also very hot when he alpha strikes.
Receiving you.
Okay. We're going to swing over here with the Sizen.
Position confirmed.
12 evasion and cover, and shooting him from the same flank as everyone else. Beautiful.
Locking in.
I should have offensive pushed because he had flares.
Let's go. Let's go. Right here.
Okay, so right side took all the damage. Which means... Ah, I didn't mean to click.
Right.
Welp. Welp. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
Waiting for orders.
That was a big alpha strike. And we just lost it. What's our hit chance? Still 43s? No way. Wow. Alright. Not thrilled about shooting through all of my units with that bad of a hit chance for some unknown reason. Yeah. I think I move up here.
Moving out.
And I pick a target based on hit chance. That's 50s. That's 80s. If I offensive push, my hit chance actually goes up because Scion is amazing. Or just doesn't change? Wait. Was my hit chance 56? No, so it did go up. Yeah, okay, so it was 79, and it, okay. So yeah, we're going to actually increase our hit chance as well as... I mean, the front actually has less armor now. So, yeah.
Got it.
That would have been a great shot to use the capacitors. I wasn't paying attention. Or rather, I just wasn't thinking. Cool. So, how can I get the most evasion, give the fewest of them a shot as possible, and make the best use of my stealth? Okay, that's out of range of the air-to-ground missiles. This, I'm giving up elevation. Like, I really don't want to fly in, but I kind of have to fly in. Air-to-ground missiles. I'm not going to be able to shoot with the air-to-ground missiles anyway. So yeah, we're just going to fall back with the incognito. Rely on stealth more so than mobility.
Moving to position.
And we're shooting from the side just for hit chance, not because we actually want to hit the side. Actually, so much so that I am going to... Ooh, 44.7. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, we're just going to stick with the 75.7. We're going to hit, hopefully it was front.
Here we go.
It was not front. Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah. 11 evasion. And we're going to offensive push. That's the plan. We're just going to offensive push. And if something hits, cool. If we just use use up some of its flares, cool. But more importantly, we reduced its initiative even more.
What you got?
Excuse me.
Need something, Chief?
And hopefully we burned through enough of its flares that we now are able to just hit it.
Moving out.
Hopefully. That is the hope.
Confirmed.
Alright, that's a kill. So we didn't need to offensive push it as much as we did, but it's fine. It's fine. Also, we did confer... stealth is my friend. Not a single hit because stealth. Alright. I just saw proto... Okay. Pirate Radical Proto Double Heatsink Kit is exactly what we need for our Marauder. That is exactly what we need.
Standing by.
Okay. New plan. Leg the Mauler. I mean... Oh, wait. There we go. Right there. Beautiful. Yes, I'm getting in close. I know. But, it's fine. Because I'm going to offensive push him. And... I'm going to go with... Side torso? Does he have an XL? He might have an XL. If he doesn't have an Excel, at least it'll take
Let's hit 'em
most
on.
of his weapons offline, I
Let's
think.
go. Let's go. Waiting for orders.
I'm pretty sure if we... I mean, he's turn 11 now, so I can actually safely reserve the line holder. I'm not going to reserve the Fujin, though. I definitely want the Fujin to fall back before there's too many other people in the way. And stealth charges are more important than evasion. Line of sight control is the most important. That's a 99.1, so we can afford to sprint. That's still a 94.9. Love to see it. And
I'm on it.
that's a hit. Beautiful. Unfortunately, it was on the arm, not the side torso.
Stand
All right.
by.
The line holder. I mean, he is open now, but it's just his leg. Since he's a quad mech, his arms and legs don't have weapons to explode.
How's it going?
So I am going to reserve again with the line holder.
Just waiting for my opening.
At least we have a high enough tactics that it's not really costing us that much. Oh, wow. So if I'm optimal range, yeah. And then I just turn like that so that if the enemies other than him get a line of sight, it's no big deal.
Taking the shot.
That's a kill. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
On.
now we just control line of sight to the other guys.
Yes, Commander.
Again, I'm fine with them being able to shoot at me if it's at extreme range, and I have a lot of evasion, and I have stealth in the rain. I'm less okay the closer I get. Right there.
Affirmative.
So, Black Knight, what kind of hit chance do I have against you? Pretty good. I'm just going to use the Gauss Rifle. Double heat sink destroyed with a through armor crit. You love to see it.
Receiving
Okay.
you.
And now, the line holder, after reserving all that time for no good reason, I'm just gonna shoot the Ontos with some splashy stuff. Kind of test and see if there's any AMS out there. Nope. No AMS fired at all.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Commander.
This Nidhogg, we're gonna break line of sight, and we're going to get 12 evasion, and we're gonna show our fresh side towards them, and be very careful with when we decide to go in. Very, very careful.
Orders.
The Condor, yeah, just kinda repositioning over this way. I think 10 evasion is the max Freitas can get right now, so that's fine. Alright.
What can
Also,
I do
I
for
forgot to look, whenever the capacitor's on, what kind of a fail, or a not fail chance, misfire chance do we have? Doesn't say? Doesn't say. Cool. Well, we're repositioning anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. Good times.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Ontos did nothing. Also doesn't seem to be moving at all. So... Ah, rack... Okay. Rack unjamming, that's what that was. Yeah, just, trying to get that ridge line. Soon, I will be able to start shooting. Ow. Okay. We are close enough that he hit.
Systems holding.
Ready for orders.
No, not alone. Not alone. Although we know that this ridgeline here exists, so we can tuck behind it.
Let's move.
And then, at some point, zoom out and maybe backstrike the Black Knight to oblivion.
Standing by.
Again, this Nidhogg needs to be on this side of the battlefield. And again, I kind of want to prevent anyone from seeing it. So, we're going to do that.
Copy.
Cool. And I haven't seen the fourth yet, have I? So I scratched that mech there. I scratched those two mechs. Oh no, it was the Nidhogg. The fourth was the Nidhogg. Okay.
Commander.
I could have also just looked at the Destroy, Compel, and Reinforcements. Hello. I mean... good to know. But for now, again, the goal is to not get shot if avoidable. If we can avoid being shot while we reposition with everyone else, then we probably should. So we're gonna get 12 evasion,
Roger that.
break line of sight, and then figure out what to do next round. Whew.
Orders.
Yeah, likewise, Fujin, just hanging back and waiting, and waiting and waiting. And we're gonna see if they come closer.
Good to go.
The line holder, I think I'm gonna also swing towards the ridge line, but brace on the way,
Yes, boss.
since he does not have evasion or stealth. Maxim, I would like the Maxim to safely join the Sizen,
Affirmative.
if possible. And if not, if they do get line of sight to him, they're probably going to have to approach my location. So it's fine. And the Condor, we're going to also swing back towards the ridge line. Alright.
We can do this.
So, can they get line of sight to me? And if they can... oh.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I might be able to shoot the Black Knight if he approaches. So I'm willing to take that hesitation. What are you gonna do, mate? Oh, the Mauler is moving away?
Commander.
Well, that won't do. I think with the Nidcognito, we're gonna do another one of these high evasion beyond... Wait. I saw a spot where... okay, so that was 11. 11 with partial. Alright.
Roger that.
The goal here is to get him to come closer without losing anything.
Engaging.
And throw armor crits are
Yes,
potential.
Give them
So-
everything you've got.
Now if I can just lure him closer... nope, not closer. But he did miss everything, so that's fine. That's fine.
I hear ya.
And we cannot also get line of sight. Alright. Very well then.
Yes, Commander.
I'm very worried about the Mauler while I try to leg him. Very, very
Right
worried.
here.
Actually, I'm gonna play it super safe
If you say so.
and come way back here before I work on turning around. Alright.
Aye, aye.
the Fujin can also take a cheeky shot. Although if he gets hit, if his stealth is inadequate, well, we got problems. So I think I'm also going to Vigilance so that I have higher initiative. Can I sensor lock here?
I've got a
I can.
sensor lock.
I don't know why I did, honestly, because I don't have any follow-up to offensive push him
Locked on
with.
target.
Yes, I do. Haha. Yes, I do. Beautiful. Offensive push. Sure. Only -2 initiative because Jelly Roll does not have a whole lot of anything. But what we can also do is swing in to a position where the Mauler can't shoot us, hopefully. But where we can hopefully shoot him in the side? No. But we can shoot him. It appears to be unobstructed. From here, with 12 evasion.
Throttle down.
And we might offensive push him here as well. We're definitely going to offensive push him here as well. If we hit, we want to hit side torso.
No retreat.
Nice.
Let's hit
Okay.
hard.
So he's open. His initiative should be a good bit lower now. And we can actually swing in with the Maxim as well. Show our strong side. And offensive push him again. Or do we just... No. We offensive push him. We definitely offensive push him. Even though it lowers our hit chance a ton,
No retreat.
there still was the chance that we crit, and if we don't hit that side torso, we don't really
Yes,
care.
Commander.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of giving the Mauler line of sight with anyone. So we're gonna also go in with the Condor and also offensive push him there. So we're just kind of swarming him with hover tanks and trying our best to lower his initiative down. Oh, he's panicked. That's good.
Come on, Mechwarriors! It's go time!
That's good.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Even though it's obstructed, we do this. And with offensive push, all we need is 60. One hit.
We can do this! Let's go!
We got it. Beautiful. And that's exactly what we built this Marauder for. 5 evasion, all the stealth in the world. All we need to do is fix the heat, and we have a wonderful little sniper
Yes,
mech.
Commander.
I'm not ready to give him line of sight yet. Not yet.
Go fast. Got it.
And actually, I don't want him overheating at all. Because if he starts overheating, his proto double heatsink kit might explode.
Commander.
All right. And here we begin the offensive pushes of the Mauler. He doesn't move very much, so our hit chance is going to be pretty good. But we definitely want to leg him. 100% we want to leg him.
Onward! No retreat!
Ammo rack to risk destroyed. He's got ammo in his legs.
No LRMs remaining.
Oh boy. I think I'm going to take the moment to come down here and fire indirectly on the Ontos.
Moving to position.
Because I believe this is the back of the Ontos. But we're firing indirectly, so it doesn't matter. But I think I'm going to be able to swing out here and shoot him in the back.
Yeah.
And likewise, here we have our nice little Fujin. So we only want to give line of sight to the Mauler.
Coordinates received.
And hopefully, he'll be on the ground. Ah, we can't actually offensive push him. Well, it's fine.
Target confirmed.
We didn't even hit, so it's completely fine.
Lucky that one. Standing by.
Sizen? I forget, do Rack 2 risks have a minimum range? I want to say they don't. I want to say they do not because I was considering putting one into our lovely little melee mech. I'm going to face him. That way we have 11 evasion and he doesn't get the +1 for shooting us in the side. And just all the offensive pushes ever.
No retreat.
Unfortunate.
Let's go. Let's go.
But if we can knock him on the ground... If we can knock him on the ground...
Roger.
Yeah, just, actually, our hit chance is respectable. Okay. Ooh, we only have 4 shots of standard ammo left, and 2... No, we're gonna go with the splash. Just the guaranteed chip damage on the Ontos. It'll add up.
Oh, it's on now.
Orders.
Condor. This one, we do want to fly in real close.
Copy that.
And we're going to offensive push his leg. As we do.
Firing all buttons.
And I was kind of hoping for maybe a head hit or something as well. But he's unsettled.
Come on, Mechwarriors! It's
Okay.
go time!
I tragically cannot get a side strike. Okay. I could have reserved, actually, if he got knocked to the ground. Ah, man. If I knocked him to the ground with literally anyone else, I could have shot the other leg. Ah, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm still going to shoot the other leg. I think I just go overheat. And see what happens.
Let's get fired up! There's work to do! You could fry
Yeah,
Meg in here.
proto warning, so we're going to have to get below the blue line
Yes, Commander.
next turn. Period. And we did open his leg. So, I think...
Commander.
How much damage do we need on his leg? We need, like... offensive push just to check. 43 damage. Okay. So we're going to reserve with all of our big pinpoint stuff.
Waiting for my opening.
Ready for orders.
Standing by.
That's unfortunate.
Receiving you.
Yeah, we're going to reserve. Tainted Loki, also reserving. I'm specifically looking for,
How's it
yes,
going?
this. This. 100% this. Can I get... Yeah, I can. Optimal range. 7 evasion is good enough, I think.
Acknowledge.
It hopefully is good enough. And we offensive push him in the leg. Oh no. He had ammo in the leg. The ammo explosion destroyed everything. Oh well.
Yes,
Maybe
Commander.
we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and the proto double heatsink kit will still be on the loot table, because that's literally exactly what we need for our Marauder. Exactly what we need.
Copy that. Yes! Give them everything you've got!
Okay. And now we just swarm the Ontos
Receiving you.
as fast as we can.
Hauling ass.
And we just go home. And maybe we have a solution to our heat issues.
Everything you got. Right here.
Yeah, at this point we can just fly towards him.
Roger that.
And he hasn't moved this entire battle. I don't know if he can, actually, now that I think about it. I know they made a few, like, stationary turret vehicles. So maybe that's what we got there.
Heading out.
Hello, Ontos.
Gotcha.
Okay. I mean, track propulsion is crit, so he's definitely not going to go anywhere now.
Critical hit, Commander. Ready for orders.
And then the Sizen. That's unfortunate. Alright, looks like that's it. 8 evasion is the most we can get. I guess I could have gotten more going to the other side. It's fine.
Got it.
We're going home, right? Yeah. Okay.
Hit him hard.
Very anxious to see what's on the loot table.
Mission successful.
Okay, 500,000 C-bills, but we weren't here for the money. We basically just took a little bit of damage on the line holder, and everything else was just vehicle damage. Atlas, Black Knight, Longbow, yeah, I got shredded. Did we at least get the proto? I mean, there's a Rack 2 risk. There's some stuff survived. Fire Control Mark II, there was a PPC capacitor, there's a proto double heat sink. Nope. That's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. I mean, there is a spare PPC capacitor, so that's cool. Actually, wait. We can just take the Black Knight? Comes with an XL gyro? We can just take the Black Knight. Oh, wow. It comes with... Yeah, we're taking the Black Knight. 100%. And we're still going to be able to take 4 other things, or 3 other things. Yeah, the Pirate Longbow, it was special. Integrated Searchlight, Ferro Composite. We're taking that composite. The Atlas was nothing exceptional. Yeah, boring. But we are definitely taking the composite. We've got mechs that I can use that on. The XXL is just too many slots. It's just too many slots. Like, it's 6 total. Then again, it's only... It's 75% of the gyro weight in exchange for just slots everywhere. Then again, the upper harden's really nice, too. Weapon mount heats could actually be a solution to our problem. As much as I, like, talk bad about them, that's exactly what we need. It weighs less than a ton. Weighs less than a ton. And it reduces our heat generation on that arm by 3%. Without taking any slots. That's the key thing. It saves us slots. Just like these things save us slots. And if we have more slots, we can put more protos. I really do want the upper hardened as well, but... You know what? I know a mech that I'm building that I want the composite in. I know a mech You know what? We already have 2 weapon mount heats, and this is like the only situation where weapon mount heat is going to be the answer. So... No, not that. Upper hardened it is. Because damage reduction and case on any single mech that we put it on. So 1 ton for 5% damage reduction, and case 2 specifically for the arm. Yeah. It's nice. We're just gonna pretend that sensor basic didn't exist. And so now we have a Black Knight. 10,000 C-bills for repairs. Is it any on the Marauder, or can I look at the Marauder right now? It is not on the Marauder. Okay. So. The 23 heat delta turns into... I forget what the red line is. I think the red line's 80? Or maybe it's 60. In any case, with the stealth on top of it, this red lines us with 1 shot. But part of the problem with cooling was that we didn't have slots. No, not that. That. Oh yeah. That helps so much. Okay. I still think we're going to drop the ERPPC with the capacitor. And I think we're going to use probably the double light PPC build, just without capacitors, in which case we're going to be frosty. Light PPC, our heat efficiency is through the roof. Not really. It's still actually kind of bad. With our 15%, that's going to be another 13.5. So we're at, again, 20 heat delta. That's fine. We were able to alpha strike with all 3 whenever we had the clan ERPPC. I mean, the ERPPC with capacitor. Is it? Why is this ERPPC showing 80 damage? I guess it's just being weird. As it is. I still would like to get a proto double heatsink kit for it. A radical proto double heatsink kit for it. Ah, if I take the capacitor off first. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're trading because we can't fire. I mean, we could fire, but it literally put us over the red line with 1 alpha strike from cold. So, unrealistic 55 damage. And if we just replace it with the light PPCs, that's already considerably better. And then when we when we add in the weapon mount heat on each side, yeah, we're at -7. So then that should be a delta of 20 if we're firing both the capacitors. And the reason I'm going with the 2 light PPCs instead of something else that's 30 heat is because that still gives us the ECM jamming. That's the defensive. It's still 30 damage, so it's a little bit, but primarily it's the defense of the ECM jamming. And since we were able to fire all 3 PPCs or just the 2 clanning our PPCs before we had the weapon mount heat with the capacitors, this should be fine. Also, I couldn't see how to check crit chance while I was trying to use them. It might be that I just had to do it while I was targeting, but I would like to see how low that the misfire chance gets. But yeah, we have it. We have our little stealth sniper. And I also forgot to try to the Battlecomputer headshot, which we can also swap out for Battlecomputer gunnery. But yeah, so we're going to drop this next mission absolutely without a doubt, period. What are we going to do with the half-ton? Half-ton and no slots. So... an actuator. That reduces our damage taken. I like that. Yeah, I'm not willing to run a speedy leg actuator. Actually, how much? So we're at -7. If we drop the engine heatsink, we're at -3. And if we get a proto double heatsink kit, pirate radical proto double heatsink kit, we're gonna lose that engine heatsink anyway. And this actually allows us to run another upper hardened if we have it, or if we get it. Which is cool. So, what can we do with 3/4 of a ton? Nothing. Basically nothing. Yeah, we'd have to get a slot somehow. Actually, hold on. So the light PPCs are 30 damage each. Oh, I should definitely make sure that this is, yes. Yeah, it is definitely on the Clannier PPC, not the light PPC. Yeah, beautiful. Even though it's, for some reason, showing attachments PPC capacitor. Whatever. Anyway. So, 0.75 tons. And the reason I'm doing this now instead of next week is because I want the build videos to be basically done. Next week, we're just going to be running tests, not, like, completely rethinking builds. Or modifying, heavily modifying builds. Like, no joke, I think I just leave it 3/4 of a ton light. And wait for another upper hardened. We have an upper hardened somewhere. I put an upper hardened somewhere. There's definitely an upper hardened somewhere. Oh, also we have this random Black Knight that we now have. That came with an XL gyro. And a bunch of crazy stuff that for 300,000 C-bills in 5 days will be droppable, but... Oh no, we'll need to install an engine core. Okay. But we're going to leave it busted because I don't want to try to keep track of which things are going to be ready when they're built and which things aren't. Alright. And before I forget, and this is the other reason I'm doing it right now instead of next week, I'm doing that so that in 3 days... Oh, also store, sell, where is equipment? Where is XL engines? Only 325. I see. Let's see. You know what? I'll worry about this. This I can worry about next week. The important thing is I have my 3 days repair, and then we drop it. And then we immediately, I think, drop on another mission after. So 1, 2, 3. Please pause. I don't know what I just clicked because I was trying to pause. It's fine. It paused. Okay. It's better than us accidentally going bankrupt. Because then I would have had to... Yeah. But yeah, we now have our potentially final form of our Marauder. We do still have 2 weapons that can breach a cockpit. Very easily. Even if they have damage reduction. So that's cool. But, yeah. That'll be next week. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.